Hi-oh YouTube, my name is Dexter and welcome to the new series, Tactical Breach Wizards, where we're going to the Jasota Strait a few years ago. WizTac, this is Mage Actual. We're in position, Suppression Hex is online. Trauma Control, Charms up, Breach Glyphs are hot. Alright Zan, what's Foresight telling you? I'm seeing 3 Sprig Acolytes, Softwood Silence Mac 10s. Want me to leave you one? If you're losing your touch, I'll pick up the slack. Alright, let's do this. Turn 1. Thunk. Thunk. Left you an easy one, Zan. Wow, patronizing. Alright, select your 3-bolt burst, then issue order on the enemy to shoot them. Thunk! Out it goes, out the window. Alright, got it. And you gotta run over here, right? Whoops. Use the laptop. Down. Alright. So yes, this is a strategy game, wacky chess. Or I guess it's not wacky chess. It's better to call it like Into the Breach, but you're not playing a roguelike. You're playing. Is Into the Breach a roguelike? You know, it's not incredibly difficult. Is where I'm going with this thought. It's same idea. You have your units are good at different things. You can rewind time whenever you want because I think this guy is a chronomancer. Or it's something to do with time magic, I don't know. But what are we doing here, Liv? They've got us raiding a Druid Mafia smuggling ship. How is this a military op? You know I don't ask those kinds of questions, Zan. And you know I sleep better than you. You don't care who we're extracting? Young adult male, what do you want? His dating profile? You can ask him if he likes long walks on the beach after we stop the shrub mob flaying him with a barrel cactus. I guess we're not finding out in the corridor. Right, so what's behind door number 2? I see 4 hostiles, more sprigs, and an elder shrub lord. You good for 3? I'm good for 4, but I'll let you feel useful. Thunk, thunk. That was only 2. I'm letting you blossom. Move to the laptop. 3-bolt burst this guy out the window. Shoot the enemy you can't take cover from. Boop. Perfect. End turn to commit everything you've done and proceed. I'm sure you can't rewind after clicking this. Alright. Use the laptop and open the security door. Laptop, 3-bolt burst, down it goes. Once you've secured a room, movement is unlimited. Enjoy! Whee! Hey, what happens if... Oh, that's what happens when I look at that. Alright then, hide log. I don't need that there. Done! Alright, what's next? 2 sprigs and a great oak in a ghillie suit. The great oak is wearing a ghillie suit. It is, yeah. Isn't it already a tree? Maybe they want to be mistaken for a sniper. Let's get in there and kill it. Breach! Thunk. Move to the laptop. And shove this guy out the window. Gain mana. Alright, end the turn, bottom right. You can't rewind after doing this. Sure, I'll end the turn. Alright. Attack this shrub lord. Boop. Can't you take him? Or can't take him. Can you dodge this? You're the one with the foresight, you tell me. Thunk. No. No, I cannot. No, they cannot take it. You can always rewind all the way back to the start of your turn. Try it now. Alright. Move close enough to the shrub lord that he targets you instead. Alright, I'll take the hit, but you owe me a mending vial after this. See the outcome. Thunk, I get shot, and he gets blasted. Perfect. End turn to commit everything you've done and proceed. Alright. Done. Done and dusted. Alright, Intel said this is where they're holding the hostage. You see him? Yeah, they've got him bound and gagged. Do you feel something weird coming from him? No, but then I can't see the future. I can only move infinitely fast. Maybe I'll feel it for all of the 0 seconds I'm clearing the room and extracting him unharmed. Don't rush this one, Liv. There's a wild card in that room. I'm a chronomancer, Zan. I'm just saying, if something goes south, you know your orders. The asset is the priority. If you have to blink him out of here yourself, you do it. Liv, did you just admit that you could fail? Are you okay? I'm just indulging your insecurities, and stop clutching your crystals. You gonna breach this year? Nope, don't want them. Thunk thunk. What the hell? You only have time to deal with one threat. Try saving Liv and see if they shoot the hostage. Try saving the hostage and see if Liv can save herself. Boop. Out the window he goes. Foresee in action. No! And they kill the hostage. Oh, can't see shit. Tell me you saved the asset. Alright, and then we 3-bolt burst this guy. And then we foresee what happens. And just, shit, I can't save them both. I think this is the only call. Alright, you only have time to save one person. Try saving Liv and see if they shoot the hostage. Try saving the hostage and see if Liv can save herself. The hostage must survive. The hostage is safe, and your turn. And there's nothing else you can do. Alright, so, move next to the hostage and use Blink to extract them. Alright, out we go. Vesker to Wiztac, requesting immediate blink out. I have the asset, but something got Kennedy. And there we go. That's the tutorial. And so, tactical breach wizards. In we go. Can I be Gundalf? Can I just get Gundalf? Please, I want Gundalf. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I've been following it roughly or loosely since since it was being announced, but I'm happy to finally start playing it. Rushwater PD, the DSR, now-ish. So let me get this straight. A notorious Druid Mafia enforcer gets shot by a doctor. And the first person on the scene just happens to be the meddling witch every cop loves to hate. Jen Keller, P.I. Or Kellen, my bad. Being near location is my passion. What is it going to take to stop you inserting yourself into every missing person's case we investigate? I genuinely didn't know you were looking for Wexler. His sister said you ignored her. Then I hope you've learned your lesson about getting your information from hysterical civilians with a personal connection to the case. And here I was thinking you'd be dismissive. Alright, so you hear a shot, you burst in with these breaching cliffs, and you find Wexler already dead. Describe the shooter. White-haired woman, good-looking, smartly dressed, except for the surgical gloves. And a gun. No, she'd put the gun down. And you went for it, even with all your spells and trinkets. It was more about her not getting the gun. And what happened? I got to it first. She seemed to reevaluate her situation at that point. She ran. Then you guys showed up with a fucking traffic warlock. And what's your problem with Sergeant Clark? He made me kneel even though I'd already dropped the gun, he picked it up without gloves, he tracked mud all over the scene, and he put a 2-week stasis curse on my car. It's gonna cost me more to get that disenchanted than I got paid for this whole job. Lucky for you, we're backed up, and it's not worth the time to prosecute you for any of this. Prosecute me? But next time you call us, stay put, stay out, and leave your wand at home. Did you get her? We have someone matching that description in custody, yes. Can I talk to her? Can you talk to the prime suspect in a murder investigation? No, Kellen, you can't. You're a PI, a provisional PI. Get out of here. Can you unhex my car, please? I'm not insured for temporal curses. You'll have to take that up with Craft and Arcana Control. Fine. You're welcome, by the way. Unbelievable. Hey, did you know your station is on fire? What? You're too late to stop me. I don't know who you are. Oh. You're not Zan Vesker, Navy Seer? I do love that name. I also... Excuse me. You're not Zan Vesker, Navy Seer? No. My name's Jen. Is Zan here? I don't think so. I haven't seen him in years. Ah. Well. Prepare to burn. Oh, no thanks. Defenestrate the Pyromancer. Jen is a storm witch, and her static bolts push enemies rather than damaging them directly, to line up other attacks or to put them through windows. One man in need of the most powerful spells, gained by collecting intel and on normal difficulty, sealing doors and completing objectives. Alright, so, Defenestrate, verb, throw out of a window. Guess where she's going. Less lethal Pyromancer. Bang! Alright, Objectives complete. Click to move. Turns 1. Hostiles unconscious 1. Defenestrations 1. Clean. 36 seconds. Advance. Zen, I was just talking about you. Jen, what are you doing here? Solving a murder. How about you? Being arrested for... Remind me? It's a list at this point. They think I'm part of the team raiding this station. I served with Zan, guys. I'll vouch for him. No one cares. You remember what happens if I get the signal, right? And you remember what it means if I get the signal, right? 1 second on the clock, I remember. That's enough. On your knees, now! Alright, so, save Zan this turn. Read the description of your chain bolt ability and use it to take out the 2 officers behind Zan. Chain bolt. Chain a bolt through multiple targets, knocking each in a different direction. Target each enemy in order you want to hit them. The bolt will follow the path shown, knocking each target back in the direction it hits them. Pushes them back 2 spaces. This unit, pushes the unit back this many spaces. If they hit a wall, remaining unconscious is... I swear I can read. If they hit a wall, remaining knockback is taken as damage. Knockback damage ignores armor. I swear I can read. But anyways, this is how Chain Bolt works. You click one guy, it launches him in whatever direction you're looking, then finds a new target that you tell it to go to, and it'll shoot them in the direction they get hit by. Targets a hostile, they have line of sight 2, tracking them as they move. Shoots in the 4C phase if they still have line of sight. Shoots in the 4C phase. Alright, so there we go. Out the windows, they both go. Whew, thanks. And then he shot the guy in the corner. Sorry it came to that. One of these guys kind of had it coming. And the others? Didn't know him, but they'll be fine. I cast Slowfall wards on the windows. Alright, let's go take this. Take the intel. 1 mana gain. Out the door we go. Zone 2 of 6, clear. Turns. Defenestrations, clean. Time to advance. So, how have you been? Terrible, thanks. How about you? What have you been up to? The team casting its way through the station right now is led by my former CEO, Liv Kennedy. She might be the most dangerous person on the planet. I think she's trying to start a war, and it might be my fault. So, stopping that. Cool. Listen, these guys didn't like me much before I defenestrated 2 of their colleagues, so we should probably get out of this building the next 4 minutes. We don't want to stay here for 25 to life. What are we going to see when we open this? 1 cop, body armor, nightstick. Enforcer, they're tough. I suggest we try to put them through a window. You can't throw all of life's problems through windows, Jan. I do want to try throwing this problem through this window, though. Yeah, it actually might be the right call here. I'll have to come at him from the side to set you up. Take him when you have the shot ready. Ready? Breach! Alright. Redeploy Zan. Put him over there, and then we can breach this door. Knock out all the enemies. I shove him back 1. I go over to Jen, and static blast his ass through a window. Out he goes. And then we go take the laptop, and then we get to leave. Turns, efficient, clean, fast. I do like reading, though, even though I can't read. Alright, so what does your former CO have against the Rushwater PD? I don't know. What's her overall objective? I don't know. Who's she working for? Reactor. Great, and what's their objective? I don't know. Who was the fire guy I ran into earlier? He asked after you, by the way. Oh, really? That's nice. No, I don't know who that is. Right, maybe we'll stick to Liv. How long have you been on this investigation? 3 months. Zan. I'm a clairvoyant with an assault staff. I've never had to solve mysteries before. You need someone with investigative skills. Someone whose career is at a temporary dry spell despite her obvious talent. Hey, I'm hiring if you're interested. What does it pay? Nothing. I'm broke. That's actually very competitive with what I'm earning right now. I'll take a look at your files. Files. Right. Zan. I'll make some. Never mind. What's up next? Another enforcer and bad news. No windows. We could just shunt him around until he gets frustrated. He goes home. I like it as a mental image, but I'm not convinced it's strategically watertight. Don't worry, I've got this. I can set up a shot that'll knock him flat if it comes my way. Why don't you just use that all the time? It's a time thing. You got to set it up in empty space and hope they walk into it. Why? It's an amethyst-jacketed time crystal. It exists in all places along its trajectory simultaneously. So when you touch it, it's like getting shot in the past, present, future, and a fourth time phase mortals can't perceive. And that makes you fall down. That sounded really cool, but meaningfully didn't explain anything. Fair. Breach? Breach. Alright, so, welcome to the Perceptive Dart, or whatever it's called, Predictive Bolt. And use it to set a trap for the enforcer will walk into. Aim a powerful trap for an enemy to walk into. Aim in a direction with no enemy ahead to prepare a shot in the future. You'll fire at the first enemy to cross that line. You can't aim where an enemy already is, because that's not really predictive. But I can Predictive Bolt and aim it that way. Redeploy her. No, I just gotta move her in. Okay, I thought I could go breach. Yeah, I'll just go run over here. Don't mind me. Foresee. Thunk. Perfect. End turn to commit everything you've done and proceed. I'm sure. Heads up, reinforcements. Shit, we should put a ward on that door. Alright, so I'm just gonna Predictive Bolt again. Foresee in action. Thunk. Wait, no, I want to rewind, because I want her to go over here to seal the door. I didn't realize I could just run through enemies. That's pretty neat. Alright, foresee action. Thunk. Dead. Done. Sealing a door is a free action. You don't need to seal doors that have no enemies left. 4 of 6. Efficient. I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good at, strategizing. What's the plan this time? I don't know. Improvise. Inspiring. The plan this time, knock out all enemies and secure the laptop to open the security door. I guess I'll get you to breach here. Arm a Predictive Bolt. I'll get Jen to blast open this door. Move over to here. And then static blast that guy and that bastard. Thunk thunk. And foresee the action. Thunk. End the turn. Actually, no. We're going to rewind for a second. We're going to go back to Jen. We're going to use the laptop. Then we're going to foresee. And then we're going to end the turn. That's how you do it. Efficient. Had to think about it for a second, but Alright, this is it. The way out? It's on the way to the way out. Wait, you haven't been leading us out of here this whole time? You haven't been following me, have you? I don't know where I'm going. I've been leading us to the one little thing I need to do before we can leave. We're in a police station where both of us are resisting arrest while it's simultaneously being raided by a team of Black Ops wizards, one of whom can transcend time? I didn't know about the transcend time thing, but the rest of that was on my radar, yep. So where are we headed? This office leads to the holding cells. There's someone there I need to talk to. You're working a case now? Let it out. Look, I've been calling myself a PI for a year now, and I've had a grand total of 3 cases in the last 2 months, and 2 of them couldn't pay. Jiren Wexler was the last one on my docket, maybe ever. And today I found him 10 seconds after he was shot in the head by a doctor. I'm too late to save him, and I'm too late to get paid. But I've got one last chance to find out why he died before what we just did makes me a fugitive or a prisoner. And if I don't take it, I am going to lose my mind. I'm sorry, Jen. For a second, I forgot what it cost you to save me back there. I won't forget again. I mean, I already did. Inside of an hour! Yeah, so my track record isn't great so far, but I'll try. Whatever you need, I've got your back. Thanks. What are we about to walk into? A mess. You ready? I wasn't born ready, but in the 35 years since, I've become, amongst other things, ready. Breach? Breach. Actually, I think we should probably think about where to breach. So this is the room. We have 2 entry points. We can either enter where we're at, or we can go over here. I also do need to stop that door from being opened. I want to breach over here. Oh, whoop, that's not what I want. I want to rewind. I want to redeploy over here and breach from here. And I would love to static blast people or chain bolt somebody, but it takes more than one action to do that. Actually, no, I am gonna breach from this side. We're gonna breach right here. Whoop. I'm gonna rush in. Can I chain bolt? I wish I could chain bolt that guy from rewind. I want to push somebody out of windows where I'm going with this thought. Alright, let's think about this. Redeploy over here, maybe. Breach there. Move in here. Chain bolt that guy. That dude. Swap over to Zan. Redeploy over here. Have him move all the way over. And 3-bolt burst him. And then predictive bolt. For the first guy to come out of that door. End the turn. Bang! Alright, so she's gonna... Oh, no. Nope. I want you over here. I want you to seal that door. And I want you to predictive bolt. Oh, I can't. Shit. That's a problem. Rewind, then. Can you predictive bolt first? Yes, you can. Can you... No, because he's not gonna go over there. Right. Oh, dang, I can't do this the way I wanted to. I messed up a little bit. Move in there, seal the door. She might be able to do something, though. Can I can't do anything with that. Shit. Alright, so instead, we're just gonna predictive bolt there, and just see what happens. You're gonna move over here. I don't have the mana. Fuck. Eat the wall. And then take cover. Foresee action. He dies. End the turn. I like how enemies don't... I like how these guys with the guns don't move. Alright. I would love to shove somebody out a window, though. I want to shove somebody else out a window. I can't, but I would like to. Thunk! Move over there. Try to get as close as possible. Take cover. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm not actually getting shot at. Boop. That's not how I'm doing this. You go over there, seal the door. 3-bolt burst. Can she get close enough to actually shoot this guy? Nope. Okay, I messed up. Can I? I can't reset to the start of the turn. That's upsetting. I should have just dedicated myself to, punching the, or barricading the door. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Precision bolt. Oh, he can't move after I do that. That's upsetting. If I go like right here, what happens? Oh, there we go. Bang. Fall over. Whoops. Take cover. And the turn. Definitely not my best, cleanest method. Use the laptop. Nope, can't quite hit him there. That's upsetting. Oh, here we go. He's going out the window. Boop! Seal the door. Alright, there we go. That's it. Done. Zone 6 of 6 clear. definitely better ways to do that, but there we go. Rushwater PD holding cells. Hi, me again. Don't know if you heard, this station is currently being raided by a spec ops team, one of whom can transcend time. Right, and much of it is on fire. If you tell me why you shot Wexler, I can get you out of here before even more of it is on fire. How? Breachcliff ought to do it. If not, too. And if I don't satisfy your curiosity, you'll leave me here to die? Classy. When you hear it back, it doesn't sound great, does it? Fine, if you don't tell me, we'll still save you, but our hearts won't be in it. The quality of the rescue may suffer. Yeah, that's not happening. The hell just happened? I think you just met Liv Kennedy. I didn't love it. Mission complete. Reunite with Zan Vesker. Complete. Escape Rushwater PD alive. Complete. Avoid any long-term consequences. Okay, I'm a lot more interested in your case now. Who was Banks, and why did the Spec Ops team on the planet, or best Spec Ops team, that's where I can read. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, I'm a lot more interested in your case now. Who was Banks, and why did the best Spec Ops team on the planet just assault the police station to abduct her? Dessa Banks. I caught a glimpse at her police file. They have her pegged as a mob doc for the Druid Mafia. When I found her, she just shot her patient in the head with a .45. If she's not mob, she's definitely missed a pivotal day in med school. So why would Liv Kennedy want her? Was she an especially good doctor? I guess it's possible she's a great doctor, and shooting your patient in the head before surgery was just a kind of power move. Your turn. Who is Liv Kennedy? She was my commander in the Navy Special Forces. She's a chronomancer. She can move on a different time scale to the rest of us. You're dead before you know she's coming for you. Yeah, I got a taste of that. I served with her for 5 years on some nightmare clusterfucks, and I think Liv may be the most dangerous single combatant on this planet. Everyone who saw her work said it sooner or later. I'm glad she's on our side. Well, now she's not. Now she works for a reactor. What's your story with Liv? You and Liv. We had an extraction on a Druid Mafia smuggling ship back in '89. She got snared just as they were about to execute the hostage. I had to choose. I chose the hostage. For years, I thought I'd got her killed. Then 6 months ago, she resurfaces, pulling brutal heists for a PMC. I don't know what she's trying to achieve, but I know I failed her back in '89. If there's some way I can talk her down from this, I have to try. Reactor or private military, right? Who's hiring them and why? Or who's hiring them this time? Private, but huge. The 9th strongest military in the world, last I heard. If you'd asked me yesterday, I would have said they're the DSR military by another name. But if they're sending Liv Kennedy to kill cops on DSR soil, something massive has changed, and I have no idea why. If she's gone off book, all we're looking at is a god-tier operative becoming a serial killer with an unknown agenda. And if not? If today was a reactor-authorized op, this could light the fuse for World War V. The whole geopolitical landscape of the Southern Hemisphere is going to lurch in ways I can't even predict. And I'm a seer. Okay, we do need to make some files. I have a map. We can work with that. Alright, so I'm going to go. Hope you all enjoy this, and I'll see you all next time, where I don't know what I'll be doing. It'll something, though. It'll be fun. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I know I've been looking forward to this series for a while, but bye, everybody. It's been a ton of fun.